It worked. Thank you, Taurus.
You are the star. Wow. We were talking about inspiration in February.
Oh.
Finding the inspiration.
Yay.
That you need to become
star.
The center of the solar system.
The center, well, yes, the sun. The sun is, well, the star.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The sun is the center of the solar system.
That's true.
Right. But stars are divine beings.
Yes, they are.
They are. And so...
and you got some star buddies around you here, if you look at
star
this.
buddies. You have minor stars.
Yes. But there's some star buddies. So, like, your star is rising. And you're actually feeling very hopeful.
Oh, tremendous hope in this card.
Your wish looks as if it is within reach.
Yes. This is the wish fulfillment card. And your wish is about to come true. And not only that, but you have your one foot in the deep waters of your subconscious. So you're not afraid to look at yourself on a deeply emotional level. You're not being impractical either, because your other leg is on the ground. So you are completely grounded. So that is what will allow you to make your dream, your star, your inspiration manifest.
Okay. Do you want to move to the next card?
Let's move.
I don't know what else we can really say about that one.
It's just so positive we have no words to describe it.
Yes. And it's major.
It's major.
So it's meant to happen.
So if you happen to be a movie star or an aspiring movie star, well, you're about to become one. So whether that movie star is in the actual films or the film of your own life, you're about to star in the film of your own life.
Wow. Interesting after last month. The challenge once again. Last month we had the inverted Queen of Pentacles. This month in the position of challenge we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the independent, financially solid woman who has created a beautiful environment for herself. And it's a sustainable environment. Now this is in the position of challenge. So reflecting that.
So yes, occasionally there are only particular things that shine out from a card to me, and do you know what it is this time? It's the snail.
Really?
See it?
That's so funny.
But you know why?
Why?
Because symbolically, what it represents is, you see, it's moving across the garden, and her garden. So it represents the effort to get from the beginning to the end. Now the snail moves very, very slowly, with a great deal of effort, fortitude, determination, and singular purpose. And it's the symbol of how she got to where she is. Because that, see how far away still she has to go? But she's not daunted by the fact that she's not quite reached the end of the garden, the snail. She nonetheless revels in the task. And she wants to accomplish her aim, and she's not at all worried about how far she's got to go. Because she's full of singular determination. And that's why she's attained to the position she's in right there. So as your challenge, you want all that. You want all the things that success would mean in whatever field you're in. Well, then be like that little snail and just slither across your particular garden, and don't worry about how far you have to go. Enjoy the view.
It's an interesting interpretation.
Thank you.
The thing I noticed, of course, was the fact that it's a vineyard she's in.
Of course, guess this is another interpretation.
And it's so funny because I was listening to Alan Watts and he was talking about Noah, and he's like, Noah was a smart guy.
Oh.
Because the first thing he did after he got off the ark
Yeah.
was plant a vineyard.
There you go.
So, I mean, that is the ultimate luxury, fine wine.
Uh-huh.
It is, the top note of any fine dinner, any fine living experience, okay?
Uh-huh.
So that seems to be sort of a part of this fine living.
Is it bread and wine and thou?
I don't know.
Is the poem?
Oh.
That's all you need is bread, wine, and you, my dear.
There you go. But fine living comes
Yeah.
to mind because this is the challenge. And,
But it takes effort, is what the card is all about.
It does.
And it takes the sacrifice of your freedom.
it does.
Really. Because she didn't spend all her time partying. She didn't go out. She maintained a beautiful garden.
It's the archetype of the woman or the man who is willing to spend weekends at Home Depot
That's right.
in order to create this really wonderful home environment. Okay.
Yes.
Remodeling and attending to the details.
Yeah. Metaphorically, it could be your industry. It could be your business. It could be your career also that you are willing, or your art.
And that's your challenge because
Yeah,
you may
that's
not
your
have time to do that
Well,
if
let's
you're
see.
like trying to chase your star.
That's right. Well,
I mean, you're going after.
you're going after a beautiful dream,
Yes.
and in that you have to make an effort towards it, a
Mhm.
practical effort towards that.
Right.
So let's see what is unexpected. That card has reared its head many times today.
Here we go. I gotta tell you, my son is a Taurus, okay? We have the 10 of Swords in the position of the unexpected. Okay, this is the card of the victim.
Yeah.
It's a card of the abused.
Yes, it's some sort of abuse.
Yes, it could be.
It's cumulative too.
And it's unexpected.
Unexpected and cumulative. It's not just once. It's
Mhm.
about a history of that, because it took a while to get those 10 swords in there.
Mm-hmm.
Each one didn't occur at the same time.
Yeah, it looks to me as if it's sort of giving up on something
Well, giving in.
that,
You give in.
yeah,
give
you
in
just
to
can't.
You can't fight because this is a force of will over yours, because
Bitter pills that you've had to swallow.
the swords are sort of emblematic of intellectual overbearingness. Somebody's being overbearing
Mhm.
and sending sharp, critical knives into you, which have accumulated in you,
Mhm.
and you feel immediately deflated.
But this also just kind of like comes out of nowhere. Like we haven't really had any swords.
Right.
So this is just like quick, unexpected, coming out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
So somebody may betray you unexpectedly, betray your trust, betray your good-heartedness,
speak poorly of you behind your back, change other people's perceptions.
perceptions of you, and things like that. People are, of course, not equally evolved. It's not to become angry at any of that. It's just to accept the events
Mhm.
that happen to you and to move on from them.
Or maybe you're not aware that these events have been accumulating and that they will, in the end, bite you.
Yeah, come back to bite you, yeah.
They come back to bite you.
Well,
yeah.
I've got to see how it ends. Oh, wow.
Well, Taurus is an earth sign, so we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. And last month, once again, we had the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now we have the 10. So it seems as if there is some concern over being financially supported and secure. And maybe some of that security has been stripped away in the last 2 months. Even though your star is rising and you've resolved some issues, last month you're finding your inspiration once again, says the star. There's been an event that has just sort of like crept up on you. That is, it's kind of like the last thing that you're gonna put up with, okay? The last ugly taunt, okay? The last negative thought about your star, okay? And I don't know why that's coming up, but maybe it's like other people not believing in you.
Yeah, no, you lack of family support.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and it's not only
and it could be
these are two
financial and
tens.
material.
These are 2 tens, so it feels as if they're sort of attached
It's
to one
funny.
another. If you don't allow me to continue to torment you, I will pull back
Yeah,
practical support.
practical support.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's a pulling back of practical support from, it could be,
Or could be a giving up of
or
practical support.
right, having to give it up, removing it deliberately from not practically supporting something or somebody who's maybe wounding you.
Right.
It could be that scenario too. And or feeling that there's also the idea that you're losing money somewhere. You know, money's falling out of your pocket. It's falling away from you. So something, you might have to spend some money.
And it's also a loss of status too.
A little bit.
Yeah, it can be like sort of, the family's losing.
Or there's just a
some of
delay.
this status.
Just a delay.
Yes.
A delay.
Or a desire for practical support that isn't coming
right.
from family.
But a delay perhaps in support.
Mm-hmm.
Or a delay in say you have you're owed money from an organization. It doesn't have to be family. From a team, from a
structured
organization.
Yes.
And you aren't able to get as much, maybe all of the money that you need, or some of the money that you need. You're not able to receive it. There's a delay. There's a block. There's something like that.
There's a lot going on this
Oh
month.
yeah.
Oh my gosh! But we open with this star.
Oh yeah. And so that you see is the most important card of the deck, because
This other stuff is just going on, and sometimes when we're chasing our star, we're chasing that. We have to give other things up, and
Yes.
sometimes
there's
there's backbiting that happens.
There's backbite, people.
Disappointment, rejection.
Right, and when we pursue our dreams, we put ourselves out there openly for criticism.
Yeah, and here you go. I mean, there may be. You're not getting supported in this.
Right.
But your challenge is to maintain the finer things in life.
Or if you are, in a sense, say you've performed, you are performing.
You're a performer.
Right, you're a performer. You may not get the money for your gig.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that. There's so many people that tell me that they create an album.
Yeah.
And they put it out there, and then all the money is stolen from them.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't get any of it.
That's why people are releasing their own albums now.
Right.
That's why YouTube, their last album, they gave it away.
Yeah,
to try and crash the industry.
Who are experiencing this, they cannot get their just due financially.
Really appreciate it.
Yes, and we hope to see you in the month of May.
And if you would like a council card, please click on the link below. You can, for less than a cup of coffee.
She likes to say.
At Starbucks, not at my house, but at Starbucks. You can subscribe to all 12 council cards. And these are great because they are spiritual commentary on the 4-card spread. You won't want to miss them. Please click the link below. Also, we offer personal and private readings. And I am sweating. And I just had water dripping down my leg. But if you would like a personal or private reading, please go to our website, virtualtarot.wordpress.com. Click on the purchase reading page. And then you can look around and see which reading resonates with you. At that point, email us at ava@trudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you right away. Have full and complete confidence.
Absolutely. In our connection to spirit, we have an intimate relationship with spirit. And
Yes,
we'd
we
like
do.
to connect you with spirit too.
And that said,
That's it.
I think that's it. We're going to go frolic on the beach and talk to camera about who we are, why we're here, and why we are the best psychic duo on YouTube. Multiverse and subterranean cavities where the aliens dwell.
That's right.
Okay, bye.
All right, done.
Gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a light to follow. And if you do, you have a future real bright. And it's a combination of consistency. Come on and say, oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. With another sunrise, it's a brand new day, so gonna make a little list to keep the words away. I gotta dance just a little bit, move to be free. Keep my head up, don't forget to be me. Like I won $1 million, like a kid to pay dirt. Gonna smile from ear to ear, the kind that makes your face hurt. And we'll laugh, jump, sing loud, not afraid to shout about being happy, living it out. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a light to follow. And if you do, you have a future real bright. And it's a combination of